So Bullet Battle Evolution came out on the Nintendo Switch, and with a lot of Switch owners really craving some type of military shooter, and with Call of Duty maybe on the horizon due to data miners, this game came out of nowhere to kind of fill that third-person tactical type of gameplay. And to be honest with you, I've tried so hard. I tried so hard to give the best type of review I could. I even took a couple days just to really think it out, because usually it does not take me that long. So we're going to talk about Bullet Battle Evolution, and as always, make sure you guys are leaving your comments down below. And if you would like to enter for a chance to win the $20 eShop code, all you have to do is be subscribed to the channel, like and comment on the video, and you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win. I already got some people in the pipeline right now, so we're gonna actually have a little poll for this video. This one might actually be like maybe next Sunday or so, or the Sunday after that, because I have the other videos that I have to get through that have that $20 eShop code. So that's all you have to do to be entered. And without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump in this review.
You know how much I love that Nintendo Switch!
On Switch fam, it is your boy QKG, and Bullet Battle Evolution, to be honest with you, I've had a tough time and I've had a headache. And the reason why I've had such a tough time is because there's a lot of inconsistencies with the game itself. I do understand what they're going for, and there are things I like about the game, but there's a lot of just glaring issues that need to be addressed. So first off, if you ever look at this on the eShop, it is 15 bucks on the eShop as of right now. The game itself is visually appealing to look at from afar, like whenever it comes to just playing the game, but whenever you look at like close-up things or certain details that just aren't really there, like there's some areas on the ship where everything just looks like it's spray painted, but then there's areas where everything has a lot of details, so it's really weird and inconsistent. And then the gunplay is really nice. I do like the gunplay in the game. It gives me that old school Gears feel, but more fast paced because the side rolling is a lot quicker. And then there's like this cool melee feature where you can do like a little sweep kick or a side kick, anything of that nature to add a little bit of flash to the game. But that's honestly where it stops. There's so many things that I just don't understand and just don't like. First off, the sound effects are really off. It sounds like your character is running with flip-flops eating Fritos at the exact same time. It does not make sense. It has like this, like, it's a weird noise. It's a weird noise at all. And then the voiceovers are just like a guy just said when he gets hit, and that's really it. Or maybe a that's all. It's like maybe they took one guy and they just like recorded 5 sound clips and called it a day. But I do understand when games have small development teams, they have to work with what they have, but it just seems like it just is not a great fit. So first things first, when you actually boot the game up, the game itself doesn't really give you a tutorial, doesn't really give you a precise way to navigate through the actual menus and whatever. But for the most part, everything is just bare bones. It gives you like a little place to where you can actually queue up to get in the games, but you can't pick what you want to play. You're just queued up into anything. And then the weapons that you unlock, they're unlocked through different levels, which are cool. I was like, and then there's actually a lot of different weapons within the game. So when it comes down to weapons, having the ARs, the SMGs, the shotguns, and snipers, there's at least 4 to 5 for each one. So there's a pretty decent amount of weapons. And looking at the stats, they're definitely different, which I'm going to get into a little bit. But for the most part, the game is straight to the point, which you just drop in and kill people. That's it, which I can understand. But here's where things get really weird. Along with the weird, like, flip-floppy noises when it comes down to running, the game, this is the first game I've ever played where your M4A1 has 10 bullets in the gun, and they each do 13 damage, which doesn't sound bad. You at least hit maybe 8 or 9 shots. You're guaranteed to get a kill. But the G36C that you get later on in the game actually has a damage of 15 and has 20 bullets in the magazine. When I first saw that, I'm like, okay, so this person that's going to get that gun is going to dumpster anybody that's new to the game. Okay, that's whack. So then I moved on a little bit further, and as I actually got into the gameplay, there were times where I were having an amazing time, where I was playing, having a great time, and the gunplay just felt great. It felt refreshing. But then there were times where it was a lag fest. I noticed a lot of glitches. Some areas where you should be able to take cover, you can't. You kind of glitch through it and you're like halfway into it. And then the other thing that just blew my mind was, even though I think there's people from all over the globe, like you can pick where you're from, what region, but it all mushes you into one game. So that's why there's a big inconsistency with connections, or maybe it could just be the server. But I just know that there were times where I've had great games and I've just had just horrible lag fest games. So it's just been really inconsistent. And then the kicker that really doesn't make sense. I was so ready to give this game a negative review when the fact that you can't pick what games you want to go in. There's survive, capture point, and then deathmatch. And survive is like their little mini BR mode, but it's honestly just like 6 characters on the map. There's this little swimming feature which I thought was cool. I was like, yeah, I'll try that out. It's like a little broken down boat dock area. Cool, let me try it. I'd go into the water and I try to duck down and dive. I did it successfully a couple times, but then there were times where I just noticed I couldn't get back up. And my character's literally trying to get up into the water to the surface, and he just doesn't do it. So the swimming feature is completely bugged. So I was like, okay, that's whack. And then I went downstairs. I went to do the dishes. I was like, you know what? I just don't get it. I was like, maybe I need one more day. Let me try it out. Maybe they're having some issues, some kinks they gotta work out. I'll just try it tomorrow, see if anything's better. I come back tomorrow. I magically have 20 bullets in both of my guns because I had to grind out to level 2. Yes, I had to grind out to level 2 in the game. It took me almost 20 games to play just to get to level 2 on one character, which you only have 3. And to be honest with you, they're, apart from appeal and just like look, there's nothing different about these characters whatsoever. So it just doesn't make any sense. There was no indication saying, oh, when you level up out of nowhere, you'll get 20 bullets. Or there was not really an update that was announced because I had to re-download the game on my freaking SD card. There could have been an update. I'm not sure. If they did change it, cool, because 10 bullets is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. So for that, it was just really confusing. So the last straw that broke the camel's back for me was when I got into more games. It was still that lag fest. It was still a lot of inconsistencies. So for Bullet Battle Evolution on the QKG scale, I always repeat this in every video. It starts at the bottom of what happened. Meh, like I didn't like it. Needs work, decent, and Fuego boy, if I like it. This game is a definite what happened. I have no clue what happened with the development, of this game. I give them their props for trying something different, bringing it to the platform, or what I mean by different, by actually trying to take their own twist on it, but it's just a military third-person shooter. And then also there's even, pretty decent optimization. Like you can get 60 frames, but there are times where there are dips. So there's just, the game itself is just inconsistent. If I had one phrase to actually say, or one word, it's inconsistent. I want this game to succeed. I want it to do well, but then I don't even know if this game is going to get updates like that. I even went on YouTube. I don't really see people covering the game like that. So I'm like, maybe this game might get just released on Switch and then it just fizzles out. Especially if Call of Duty comes out, ain't nobody going to be playing this shit. So that's all I got to say about this game, man. I really did not want to give it that type of review. I felt bad. But this is just my honest experience, man. It's just, to be honest, like, it's probably released in an okay spot right now because Call of Duty most likely is going to come out within the next 5 months on Switch. So you at least have 5 months of money. But if you would have released this a month before, it would have been a done deal. You probably wouldn't have got any money for it just because Call of Duty, especially with Modern Combat or any shooter, it's going to just take over. But that's all I got to say about this game. Unfortunately, I wanted to give it a better review. There are times where I actually do enjoy the game. I might come back to it to see if there's updates to it, but who knows, man. So that's all I got to say about Bullet Battle Evolution for the Nintendo Switch. And as always, leave those comments down below and like the video as well. And if you're subscribed to the Switch fam, or if you like to subscribe to the Switch fam, make sure you do that, and you will also be entered for a chance to win a $20 eShop code whenever I do these reviews. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like those videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. This is your boy QKG, and peace out.